Well, this is Ricardo right here, and he's 8 years old, and this is Angelia, and she's 3. It just feels like a dream still. Like, I can't believe we finally made it. I've always wanted to buy my own house, and I set a goal that by 30 I wanted to have my own home and be financially stable, and I can say now that we're pretty much to that point. I actually work at the bank that I have my loan through, and I talked to Pauline Carter a lot about my situation, and she told me that it would be a good idea if I looked into the Toto loan, and it actually turned out to be a really good program. She gave me a lot of information and Chris Burke's phone number to contact, and he was able to get me into the classes.
My name is Chris Burke, and I work at Housing Credit Counseling Incorporated. I'm the supervisor of the counselors there and do the majority of the homebuyer counseling and education. Amanda, our winner, came to us last winter wanting to buy a house. And so our role with this partnership is we tried to help her with her credit and her budget to see what's going to be affordable for her, and also to get her credit ready to go to get bank approved. And so she had a few things to work on to get her credit where it needed to be, get the score a little higher, and then once she was able to do that, she was able to get bank approved and follow her dreams and get her dream house.
We went and we took down all of my information on all of the debts and stuff that I had, and they pulled my credit. And then we talked about what I could do to bring down my debt to income ratio. And then we went in and talked about the home buying process and ways to like fix up the home and stuff like that. So.
When Amanda came to us, she was in a tough situation where she was living in a hotel because of some situations that happened prior in her life. So her and her 2 kids were living in this hotel. Pauline Carter at Capital Federal, one of our partner banks, called me and asked if we could squeeze her into the next round of classes in education for the Toto Homebuyer Program, and of course we were, and it was just fortunate everything fell into place and she was able to save money to pay off some of her credit card debt to get her score where it needed to be to get approved.
Well, we were at the hotel for almost exactly a year. Only about 6 months of that was while we were looking for a home. So that's about how long it took us to close on the house, was about 6 months for the whole process. But we did have some issues with the house that needed to be fixed and everything, so it kind of pushed it back a little bit. I cried a lot. I was very excited. It was a big stress reliever, yeah. And knowing that I was going to surprise them made it that much more exciting. The look on their faces.